Hi, and welcome back to
Inspired to Game. I'm Sean.
And I'm Lola. If you like what you see here, please subscribe down below to support our channel.
And of course, if you already subscribed, remember to hit the notification button and be notified when we drop a video.
Today we are talking about Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia is a new release, 1 to 4 player dice placement set collection game, which is absolutely fantastic.
So in it, you play naturalists and adventurers who are out exploring the world and gaining information about the animals there, to be included in the new encyclopedia that's being put together by the Comte de Buffon.
Nicely done.
I assume it's nice.
The game plays in 6 rounds and starts off with everybody grabbing 4 dice from the bag and rolling them and placing them on their player board. The first player will choose 1 die either from their board or from anyone else's. Then they will use that die to place it on the board. There are various locations. There's a place where you can collect coin or expedition tokens or recruit experts to assist you or animals that you want to research. As well, you can use your die to go on an expedition or publish your research.
Mm-hmm. And each area, you have to use a die, obviously, to go there. Some of them only want a certain value, or you get higher rewards for a certain value. Other ones actually do want dice of a certain color. And if you don't have the right color, or your opponents, you can't borrow from them either, you can always use an expedition token to change that color. There's also various mechanisms, coins, expedition tokens, and the red seals for publishing can all be used in one way or another to add value or change color and get you what you need in each of those areas.
Yeah, and throughout the game you'll be getting reputation points, which will be tracked on your player board, giving you certain rewards as you go through the game. This track resets as it gets from the end, it goes right back to the beginning. You'll also be collecting victory points that you will be accruing along the outside edge of the board. It's really set collection heavy. That's what the game is all about, and there's multiple different types of sets that you can collect. Yeah. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's one of the things I really like about the game is that there are so many different ways to score points, the different sets for you to collect, the different areas for you to go to. There's different tools to get you points and different ways to get you points, and it's all just a very varied game. There's not one strategy that's going to get you there or that you're going to play every time you play the game.
Yeah, it's nice and thinky. That's what I really like about it. So with having 4 dice, so each round you have those 4 turns, and right from the beginning it's great to start planning out how you're going to use all those dice and calculating it all out, calculating what coins you're going to need, what expedition tokens, what value, how many red seals, what order to place your dice in order to get everything that you need. It makes it really, really fun. The illustrations are beautiful. The board is just lovely. It's very colorful. The animals are gorgeous as well. So it's visually very appealing. And man, the time just flew by while we were playing it. So I think we played our first game, and it was at least 2 hours, about 2 hours.
About that, yeah.
And I can't believe how quickly time went by. Yeah.
And it's always tough to remember like how long did we play, because there's also the learning time in there, which was not too bad for this game either.
Yeah, one thing that I thought was really unique about this game that I like is about how you have your dice, but you don't have to use them. You can use your opponent's dice. But what was nice about that, though, is that the higher they're placed on the board, the more benefits you give them if you take it. So that's also a way to protect a die. So say if you have this really nice 6 that you really want to be able to use and all the rest of your numbers are terrible, well, you're going to put that in your furthest right, where if somebody takes that from you, you'll at least get 3 victory points, and that's nothing to sneeze at. 3 victory points are great. So you get that compensation for if they do that. We actually didn't do it a lot in our game, though. We tend to play very nice and friendly most of the time.
Well, every time I would think about it, I'm like, yeah, but if I do that, then she's gonna take. And I had plans for my dice every time.
Well,
So.
and it's reciprocated too, because if somebody takes one of yours, well, that means that you're going to have to take one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that could be potentially more dynamic in a higher player count game. With just 2 players, somebody takes one from you, well, you're going to have to take one from them.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's 4 people around the table, well, there's a lot more variety in where where they could be taken from. But it does make it really nice if you have like a really bad roll, or you have like 2 2s and 2 1s or something like that. You could kind of share the wealth.
Oh no, that never happened to me at all. Like Yahtzeed on 1s or something.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Like, wow, I get nothing with this.
So as a nice thank you Euro, this game is fantastic. I think it offers unending replayability, because there's always new cards, new experts, new ways to go through things, as well as expansions as well that you can play around with. So we're looking forward to getting this to the table a lot more often.
Yeah, that's another thing that I know I'm going to enjoy. As I was looking at the expansion, we haven't played with it yet, but I noticed some references to I'd say one of my favorite movies from
Monty Python.
my younger years. So yeah, and I just thought, I was like, I can't believe this. Listen to these references, and I got it. So it's, yeah.
So if you like the looks of this, if it sounds great to you, it might be one you want to look into. We definitely recommend picking it up if it sounds right for you. Anything else to add? Oh, we do have the one thing. We do have one negative thing that we thought, well, pretty much during setup. The player board, not the player board, the main board is really wide. And in my opinion, a little bit wider than it needs to be. And it doesn't fit very well on our table with player boards on either side, and then with our animals, where they're supposed to be. So it was a bit of a challenge getting it to work on our table. So that is something to keep in mind for your playing space. It's a very wide, commanding presence of a board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Commanding table presence.
Yeah, but other than that, like, that's the only thing that we thought was not spectacular about this game. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Please check out some of our other videos, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out.
All right, thanks so much, and happy gaming, folks.
Bye-bye.